Have you ever been perfectly fine, and then one person, one moment, completely flips your mood? Maybe someone cuts you off in traffic or says something disrespectful, and instantly you're filled with heat. It takes over your chest, your jaw clenches, and before you even realize it, you're already reacting. Now you feel drained, regretful, and worse, powerless. What if I told you there is one thing you can start doing today that will stop that cycle forever? That you'll never again be controlled by anger or frustration, no matter what or who tries to provoke you. That isn't hype. That isn't magic. It's a skill. And today, you're going to learn it. Because what you clicked on is exactly what you're getting. The blueprint to master your emotions, so nothing and no one outside of you can ever steal your peace again. And it starts right now. 1. Understand. You're not angry. You're untrained. You weren't born angry. You weren't born yelling in traffic or slamming doors. That stuff, it was taught, picked up, learned. Over years of stress, disappointment, and people telling you that being loud and explosive means being strong. But here's what they didn't tell you. Anger is a habit, and habits can be broken. Not by force, but by clarity. Every time you react out of anger, your brain is just following an old path, a loop. Someone says something rude, your pride flares up, and boom, you're on autopilot. That doesn't make you bad. It makes you untrained. But training begins with awareness. And the next time you feel that trigger, I want you to ask one question. What am I really about to give away here? Your energy, your self-respect, your peace. Because if the price of reacting is your peace of mind, that's too high. No moment of anger is ever worth handing over your power. 2. Power isn't control over others. It's mastery over yourself. Most people think power means being able to shut someone down, prove them wrong, dominate the room. But that kind of power is shallow. It depends on other people. Real power is when your calm is unshakable, when someone insults you and you smile, not because you're weak, but because you know who you are, and nothing they say can take that from you. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." That's not just a quote, that's a weapon, one you can use every single day. So next time someone tries to drag you into their storm, choose not to go. Let them rage, let them shout, let them flail. You stay grounded, because power isn't loud, it's still. 3. Build calm like muscle. 1 rep at a time. Think of emotional control like fitness. No one gets strong by accident. You build it. 1 rep, 1 day. 1 moment at a time. Calm works the same way. You can't expect to stay composed when chaos hits if you've never practiced silence, never practiced patience, never practiced pausing. So start with the little things. When your phone dies, when someone interrupts you, when traffic slows you down, use those as reps. Breathe, smile, respond, don't react. And every time you do, you're becoming stronger, sharper, more disciplined. That version of you, the one who doesn't lose control when others do, that's who you're building, and the world can't touch him. 4. Stop holding on to what hurts. Letting go isn't weakness, it's wisdom. Most of the frustration we carry isn't from the moment, it's from how we think the moment should have gone. The meeting shouldn't have been cancelled. That person shouldn't have disrespected me. The day shouldn't have gone off plan. But life doesn't ask for permission. It happens. And when you argue with what already is, you lose 100% of the time. So ask yourself this: is this in my control? If it is, act. If it isn't, release it. Because dragging emotional weight that isn't yours is the fastest way to burn out your peace. And the strongest men? They travel light. Quick one. If you are getting value, please like and subscribe. This not only encourages us to keep doing what we do, it also helps the video reach more people who needs to hear it. 5. Turn conflict into training. Conflict isn't the enemy. It's the gym. When someone disrespects you or tests your patience, that's your rep. That's your moment to level up. But most people see conflict as a threat, so they panic, react, lash out. You don't need to avoid conflict. You need to see it as practice. Stoics didn't fear confrontation. They used it. Because every challenge is a mirror, showing you where you're still reactive. Next time someone pushes you, don't just react. Ask yourself, is this worth my peace, or is this a test I can pass? Not reacting doesn't mean you let people walk over you. It means you choose your timing, your words, and your energy. That's not weakness, that's mastery. 6. Stay in the present. Most anger doesn't come from the moment. It comes from your mind spinning stories. You imagine what they meant. You replay what you should have said. You predict the worst. But the only thing that matters is now. Right now you have control. Right now you have breath. Right now you can choose. The Stoics knew the danger of overthinking, so they trained themselves to return to presence, again and again. So when your mind starts racing, bring it back. Focus on your breath, your hands, the sounds around you. You can't stop a thought from arriving, but you don't have to invite it in for dinner. Stay here. This moment is where peace lives. 7. Release resentment before it owns you. Resentment is like drinking poison and waiting for the other person to die. It eats you from the inside, quietly, constantly. You think you're over it because you don't talk about it. But it shows up in your tone, your sleep, your reactions. Forgiveness doesn't mean trust. It doesn't mean approval. It means you're done letting that pain live rent-free in your mind. Let go for you, not to let them off the hook, but to set yourself free. The strongest people forgive quickly, not because they forget, but because they value their peace more than their pride. 8. The power of the pause. Between the trigger and your reaction, there is a space. And in that space lies your freedom. Most people never even see it. They react instantly, automatically, and then regret it. But you can train yourself to pause. Just one breath, 1 second. That breath changes everything. It gives you space to choose, to think, to act with intention, not emotion. So the next time you feel the heat rise, don't speak, don't move, just pause. And in that pause, take your power back. You are not your anger. You are not your past reactions. You are not stuck. You are a man learning to master himself. And that's the highest power there is. So remember, you are not angry. You are untrained. But now you know better. Power isn't about control. It's about stillness. Calm is built like strength, repetition, discipline. Let go of what weighs you down. Treat every conflict like a chance to grow. Stay in the present. That's where control lives. Forgive not for them, but for you. Pause. Always pause. Now you don't just understand Stoicism, you're living it. You're becoming the man who never gets shaken. The man who doesn't just survive chaos. He stays calm through it. And that man, he's untouchable.